Let's directly start. Let's do something, but let's create an F1 team with this new feature of the EA/Codemasters F1 games where you can make your own team and make the chat make all the decisions in polls and such. And I think that's like a fun format to try out and see where we go with that. So yeah, at the top of the chat you can still vote what the theme of the team should be. There will be more polls coming up. I'm pretty sure there will be plenty of those throughout the whole career. So that will be fun. We still have a poll running right now. With that said, y'all, raise your tin cans, cups, bottles, glasses, hands or shoes, and cheers. Now, I totally forgot to mention that on stream because it was obvious to us. Duh. There were 4 options. Option number 1 was our team, make it communist. Answer B was an African team, something like Africa United or something like that. Then the third option was something mainland European. So not British, but mainland European, like either German, French, whatever. And the fourth option was anything I like, but in pink. Those were the 4 options people were selecting from. All right, I guess that's the user vote there. So we're gonna create a... Just to think about that. How's that supposed to work even, y'all? I mean, we have money in this game. How would... Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. Confirm settings. Skip tutorials. We don't need tutorials. That's the fun of the experience. I don't know what I'm doing, you know? So that's gonna be... That's gonna be a lot of fun, y'all. Alrighty. Alright, so, a name. Well, you guys voted on a communist team, so how about we name it... How about we name the team leader? Oh yeah. Hang on. Comrade. There we go. That's his first name. And Comrade of JustWanya? Comrade JustWanya. Yeah, that makes absolute sense. I mean, we could make... Yeah, I guess we could make it Comrade Vanya, but... Oh, hang on. Caps lock was enabled. There we go. We could make it that one. That's true. Yeah, let's do that one then. There we go. Okay, we have 3 options here, y'all. I think this is screaming for a poll, doesn't it? Doesn't it, y'all? Nobody wants us to have good finances, which I think could be interesting then. But it would kind of track, I mean, you know, a communist team that doesn't have any finances. Oh. Alright, 67% of the community have decided that we should be a head engineer. 67%, thank you so much for voting on that one. So we will get more resource points. We are a further and, oh my god, even more stuff. Choose your starting facility investment. Basic, advanced, and extensive, which increases the workforce and the amounts of updates that we can have. Alrighty, y'all. Should we have a basic... Thank you, Smiley. Should we have a basic investment or an advanced investment? We missed the extensive here, but that's okay. We already have people voting for advanced. Okay, okay. Y'all wanna use the cheat mode? I haven't been driving in these games for a while. It could be that it will absolutely fail because we have to still drive, you know? That's gonna be the next challenge. And we have 100% race distance. So like, just as long as real races would be, I'm driving. So yeah, it's gonna be quite something, y'all. All right, everybody voting for advanced so far. Nobody for basic. Damn, poll doesn't work on mobile. Oh, I'm sorry, no more. Yeah, it's sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. It's very confusing. I don't know why Twitch has an issue with that. Advanced says no more. Okay, everybody, the majority said advanced already in the poll. No more said another one on advanced, so advanced it be. There we go. Oh my god. Another poll. Come on. Alright. Choose your starting car development. Should it have no development, some development, or extensive development? It's optional. You don't have to vote if you don't want to. And I'm sorry that Twitch is being weird about it. Alright, we have another poll, which says so far some development, some development. There we go, the first vote's coming in. Okay, everybody voting for some development so far. You're all quite optimistic here in my abilities. Management. Let's see. Poll is closing and it needs some development. There we go. Oh my god, another poll! You gotta be...
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Yo! We have another poll, y'all. Alright. Should we have no cash at all to start with? Should we have some reserves or should we have significant reserves? Oh. Hell no. I'm sorry, Noma. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. If I would have known. If I would have known it's not many. If I would have known it's not many, I would have just chosen it all by myself and just gone with it. Oh, my stomach. Thank you, mods. Thank you for setting up another poll. You know, my moderator is really having a very hard time here. There you go. Money. It's just, I like it. Just call it money. What? Vanya, sugar daddy, multiple sugar daddies. Yo. Mods be trolling. So yeah, should we have the true Vanya experience of myself of having no cash at all? Should we have some reserves? So should we have one sugar daddy? It was very equal for a brief moment between all of them. Now y'all are really voting on this. Y'all have opinions. Y'all have opinions. Sugar daddies have spoken. And in parentheses, me. Alright, goodness. Well then, significant reserves, here we go. Team identity. Now this is where the fun starts. What should we call the team? What should the team name be? Should it be Partisan F1 team, Red Star Racing, or Comunista Motorsports? Let's see. We have one vote for Red Star Racing, one vote for Comunista Motorsports, none for Partisan F1 team. I have to say, it's quite clever what Smiley came up there with. Another shoot me. Not another one. I'm sorry, no more. I'm sorry. I feel like this will be a very long stream. We're almost an hour in and we haven't even set up the team yet. The top of the chat, you can vote. Can I already adapt? Yeah, I can already do the colors in the meantime. That's good. Okay, let me do that in the meantime to save us some time. So it should be red, obviously. The most red that does exist in the universe. So like, you know, the blackest black, Vanta black exists. We make here Vanya red, there we go. Or Soviet red, whatever, I don't know. All right, Catarella was going to say no more. Catarella, thank you so much for 51 subs to the community. What? And that started a hype trend for some reason. I don't know how, but hey, y'all, we have a hype trend going as well. Okay, well, there we go. Red Star Racing has won the poll. Hence, the name will be here. Red Star Racing. There we go. And therefore, when we go to the team badge, we will make the thing that I already was working on earlier, which I think I chose that style. And we made it a red star. You know, twinkle, twinkle, our red star. You're so pretty from so far. As long as it stays that far as well. We could have also that wreath, or wreath, or whatever you say. It would be cool if that was bigger around the star, because then we could, you know, oh my goodness, I mean, look at that. That would, like, serve perfectly. Do you see that? Do you see what I mean now? It would actually be not that bad. Alrighty, corporate. What do we do here? Ah, that's some multiple details as well. So we have firstly a sponsor. Okay, so we can sign different kinds of sponsors. Ah, we can see further details here. They have backgrounds? Okay, hang on. branches in every major city across America. Now, if you're American and you never heard of sarin, shame on you because they're fictitious. So don't worry about that. But yeah, so we have a bank. We have an industrial company like Siemens, kinda, and we have an AI company. Siemens, no, sarin. Welcome in, Pokey. How you doing? Or Siren. Maybe it's Siren. I don't know how that would be pronounced. Welcome in, but that would be pretty hilarious. Can you imagine? A bank called Siemens. The Siemens Bank. Oh, no. I talked about Siemens earlier. The German company Siemens. I don't know if you know them. It's an industrial company. Maybe that's what you heard earlier. No more votes for the AI. Okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we need to make a poll. Hang on. Let me open that. That's gonna be a hard one now. So /poll. You hate polls now no more. I'm sorry. But I said in the beginning right away, this team is you all. You vote on all the decisions. So, I mean, if it's our team anyway, since you voted on that theme, may as well go ahead and really make it our team where, like, all the, let's call them participants, or like, rather, I guess, shareholders. Yeah, you're my shareholders. There you go. You're all the shareholders there. And therefore, you make the decisions together with me. Hang on, let me just open that poll so I can properly see it, what the voting is doing. Yeah? But that is okay. Xfermic it'll be. There we go. So select as title sponsor. There we go. Then we have to choose an engine. We have another poll. Hang on. Can we even afford the engine? Because we have 2 other drivers as well that we have to pick later. That's going to be the hard part. We're going to sign this very expensive deal with Ferrari. There we go. Cargo fast. Is that what you're learning in school now? All right, driver. We have to choose a first driver and a second driver. Okay, so we can choose Callie Maya. We could afford her. Who it would be then the first female F1 driver on the starting grid since the 80s, I guess? The 70s? Ireland. Do we have an Irish driver? We have an Italian driver, David Donizza. Do we have an Irish driver? Let me see. We don't have an Irish driver here, sadly, no. Well, okay, nobody said no, so I guess it will be the setup. Noma agrees with Kat. So we have a woman, Callie Maya, and we have Victor Martins. With that said, confirm. And with that, we even have still some money left. Race gear. This is now where we can adapt the look of our team properly. So firstly, the car. We have 4 liveries to choose from and then recolor it the way we want. The poll is about to close soon, so you better go vote. I wouldn't have thought that we are one and a half hours just setting up the team before we can even drive. I have to say, I'm very, very impressed. And also thank y'all for your patience. There we go. The poll is about to close and middle wins. Middle it hence shall be. There we go. The suit. Let's have a look. Yeah, I don't like that pattern at the top there. Oh, there we go. Okay. That looks pretty cool. Looks menacing, the black and red. Advance! Alright, we have set up the team! Can you believe it? Wonderful! Exclamation point hype, y'all. 1.5 hours. Let's see what's coming towards us now. Oh, then. Okay, we have activities. We have team owner, engineering, personnel, and corporate. There's like this yellow dot, or well, it's not really a dot, is it? On team owner. So let me have a look at this one. Hey, comrade. I forgot we called his first name Comrade. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Because yeah, it's a communist team. I forgot. So I guess as it will go through stuff, maybe one of the mods would be available to open a poll. What area we should invest in the first for our car. If it should be durability, chassis, or aerodynamics, because powertrain-wise, we cannot do anything. Oh my goodness, look at that! We're like the 4th best team on the grid. We're better than Mercedes. What? Y'all, we're looking sharp. We're looking very sharp. With that car performance. Maybe look at that, there you go. So McLaren is best in the car performance, then Red Bull, then Ferrari, then it's already us at Red Star Racing, then it's Mercedes, then Aston Martin, Haas, Williams, then Red Bull Sugar Free, Alpine, and then we have Kick Sauber. Interesting. So while you still make up your mind what we should invest in first in the car performance, there's a lot of stuff. Do we really unlock a new tier? No. Is there something like more research points? There used to be. Oh no, there we go. Receive 20 resource points each time you complete a practice program. Let's invest in that. That's good investment. We get extra points for that. Reduce the impact upon development when replacing parts damaged in a race weekend. Oh, that is a thing. Okay, so when we damage the car, we have to develop new parts if they're completely broken. Oh my goodness, this is a hardcore mode, y'all. Secondary sponsor team. No, that's the thing of like additional income. Receive 40,000 each time. One or both the driver scores points in a race. Oh my god, that's good because we have already a car that clearly is made for that. Decal editor. What we can do is we can adapt the decals on our car freely wherever we want. That's a new feature in F1-25 meanwhile. I don't know where I want to put this though. Add yet. There we go. It's on both mirrors, I guess. Yes. Alrighty, there you go. That's our car now. Yeah, that looks more and more like a race car now. Driver number style. We can also edit that one, which is pretty cool. There you go. Fits with the overall team's colors. There you go. Heckin' yeah. Alright, so we've done all the improvements. There's now another thing called activities. Let me see. Ah, this is where... Okay. I mean, department onboarding sounds like the responsible thing to do. Let's do that one. And let's have a look. With that said, thank y'all for tuning in today and cheers.
Sorry to disturb. Can you leave for a moment, please, boss?
I'm needed. At the engineering facility. There we go. Both of our drives have requested extra simulator time this week, but both our schedules are fully booked. With only one slot available, we need to decide which driver should take priority. Oh, they start cooking early. Who should get the session? Yo, okay, this will be a poll. This will be a poll. Okay, we have one more vote for Kelly Maya now. Maya is leading in the voting of who should get the test session. And it is Kelly Maya. There we go. With that said... Oh, we have another corporate facility thing. Has requested your attendance to today's meeting to help them resolve an issue. Shareholders! Okay, secondary sponsor discovered. Asiatic. There you go. I'm thrilled to inform you that we've secured a new secondary sponsor. We should think about integrating the sponsor's decals into our car for the upcoming race. It could help us stand out and foster loyalty with them. All right, let's go ahead and do that then, shall we? Which is a secondary sponsor officially. I mean, technically it's more than that, but there we go. Okay. Let's get into that first race weekend. Now we have to select as whom we want to drive. Do we want to drive as Kelly Mayer or do we want to drive as Victor Martins? I guess we have another poll then. Alrighty, Kelly Mayer it is. We got one last vote for Kelly Mayer as well. 2 on Kelly Mayer. Then we will drive as Kelly Mayer. Let's see how catastrophic. I want to say catastrophe, but then it's catastrophic because English doesn't make any bloody sense, you know. Yeah, let's see how catastrophic that will be. Let me start with, I guess, race strategy to get a little bit of a groove off the track, and I'll start on the hard tires. I don't have any lags. How's the stream, though? How's the stream? It looks good to me. The game is not laggy. I can actually drive. I'm very, very impressed by that one. I mean, the graphics are not top-notch right now, but that's okay. I can still reduce them if I need to. So far, so good. Nice! Okay, I did not expect that one. For those who are wondering why I'm so surprised about that, I have a GTX 1660. It's outdated since many years now. I cannot make any driver updates on that anymore. And the game upon start was like, yo, hey, your graphics driver is too low. You need to upgrade it if you want to play the game efficiently. And I was like, uh-oh, this will be a problem, you know. But no, it actually works. Okay. I'm very impressed. Let's see for how long, though. As I try to navigate my way around the circuit. Luckily, I do know Australia a little bit. For me, it would be like... So here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing about accessibility in video games. You have different colorblind modes for the dynamic racing line, which is amazing. There's only one problem, though. So, Protanopia is for red-green. Deuteranopia is for red-green. So we have red-green and red-green. Okay. And we have blue-yellow. My weakness, however, is yellow-green. That's my problem. And there's no yellow-green in there. It's like, ah! Been watching a lot of IndyCar on YouTube, for a matter of fact. Okay, we could... Okay. That was a bit sketchy, but I think there's a way to take that first turn way faster. As I'm trying to navigate my way... Okay, that was a good one. Yeah, the 3D racing line helps a lot. Practice program. I will just storm through the practice programs. Unless it's a racetrack that I've never driven before, then I may do additional laps, but yeah. Australia, the first one here, is one that I've driven more than often enough in all the different F1 games, so I should be able to perform on this one. But yeah, the car feels fast. Y'all have made very good decisions there. I'm pretty sure I can tickle a bit more out of it, though. I have a 120.9. I'm pretty certain I can do better than that. Just realized that the red of our team there as the primary color is, like, very similar to the Ferrari red, so on the minimap it will be hard to tell who is who. And I only got one thing in fuel management, or there's one thing in fuel management I did not get, and that's stay within 2 meters of the racing line for an entire lap. But you know what? That's okay. We can live without that one. But with that said, welcome back from the ads. There we go. So if you missed that,
are your best bet in the current conditions.
we have rain throughout the entire first qualifying session. You see there's Q1, Q2, and Q3. Oh, I feel like so slow. I feel like that wasn't a good lap. Let's see. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Oof, a 32. Our competitors at McLaren were 2 seconds faster. But now I got a good first sector. It's purple. That means that I set a time that is better than anyone else's so far. Do I get a good one? Is it good enough? It's the best one for now. Okay, 130.5. That should be good enough. Let's go back into the pits then. And wait a little bit and see how the situation develops with the weather and also the times. 28. Oof, okay. Then I really have to see where I can tickle out some extra time here. So I definitely have something for a second lap. Oh, there was some parts line in the first corner on the inside. I don't know if you saw that. That was very dangerous. In the modern F1 games, when you drive over a part that lies on the track, you can actually get damage to your car as well. So for example, you can, on accident, like cut your tire open or like damage your undertray. Very dangerous, so I have to be mindful of that one, that there's like some debris in the first corner. I hope Russell is coming in, because otherwise he will block me now on that lap. That would be very devastating. And he stays out. Okay, not good. We may get blocked by George Russell here, y'all. Yeah, goodness. Yeah, okay, that will not be a good lap thanks to Russell blocking us here. Oh my god, are you seriously staying out for one more lap? Shut up. How much did he stay outside there? Goodness, okay. There we go. Thank you very much. Oh my god, lag. Please don't. Please don't. There we go. Okay.
Light rain will stay with us for...
Yes, Jeff. How about you shut up, Mark? Not Jeff. Jeff is the old one. There we go. 128.868. That was not good enough to be at the front, but at least we got on P5. But I ran both out of fuel and off ERS, and, well... Come on, guys, hurry up. Just change the tires. I wish there was an option to tell them just change the tires and let me out again, you know? Because, like, pushing me into the garage with everything, like, you know, getting the monitor again and such is just too time-consuming here. Okay, session info.
I'd take a set
car
of
setup.
intermediates in these unpredictable
Fuel
conditions.
load. Let's take less. There we go. Let's take new tires. There we go. New intermediates. There we go. And let's go back out on track. Go to track. Drive out.
Oh.
This corner, I finally didn't brake too light. Okay. Goodness, that was not good. And one final blast for the straight. Come on. I'm out of VRS, but there we go. Fastest lap, there we go. A 28.2. Okay. Alrighty, Victor Martins just so on P10. Our teammate made it through as well. We were 2/10 faster than Verstappen in the Red Bull. Which is pretty good, but then it's only Q2.
Okay, guys, everyone be aware the car's ready to go.
Well, let's see how much we can make up for that. How much better I'll be than Martins as Cali Meyer. There we go. Well done. Let's try again. I took that first turn way fast in the other laps, but at least I took it without cutting it. That was the issue earlier. There we go. Ugh. Still purple in the first sector. There we go. That's good. Try to save VRS that I don't use too much right now and run out of it again. That was not good. That made me lose time. But that's the unpredictability of rain, which I kind of like. Just not grooved into the track at all on rain. I think I never drove Australia in the rain, actually, over all these years. I never had rain in Australia. Probably like the same with Bahrain or something like that. I still got purple in the second sector for some reason. I got the fastest lap overall! Are you kidding me? 128.1. It was better than the other one I drove earlier. What? But there we go, everybody. We will start from pole position. What? I have to screenshot that. We are 0.023 seconds ahead of Verstappen in the Red Bull. Y'all, can we just take that in here and celebrate that? Can we just celebrate that for a moment? What? Holy badingus. Well, here we are back again. Thank you all so much for granting me that final break on the stream before we go into a 1.5 hour race. 100% race distance for this very first Grand Prix of the hour team career mode, where the chat makes decisions for, like, you know, all the management decisions whenever something occurs, and we make polls for that, and then we democratically vote on it. So it's like a whole, yeah, scheme of like the entire chat leading the team. So yeah, but you gave me a pretty good car, y'all. So we are starting P1 against the 100 AI. I did not expect seeing that one. This is quite impressive, y'all. I think this might be the first time in any F1 game that I start from P1 right away in my first season with any career mode. So here we go.
The winter is over. It's time for Formula 1 2025. Yes, that long break that you've all been coping with so well can now be put to the back of your minds. It's on-track action and it's off-track drama. That's what we're looking forward to. So here we are at Albert Park Circuit, 3.28 miles around, with the streets making for a bumpy surface with little undulation. There are 14 corners around the lake, with the best passing opportunities coming at turn 1 and turn 3. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Callie Mayer lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Piastri, Charles Leclerc, and Fernando Alonso. Ocon, Tsunoda, Martins, and Lance Stroll. Hamilton, Albon, George Russell, and Gasly. Hulkenberg, Hadjar, Liam Lawson, and Carlos Sainz. Antonelli, Behrman, Doohan, and Gabriel Bortoleto rounds off the grid.
That's pretty bitter that Behrman is 20 while his teammate is in the top 10.
And joining me in the commentary box this afternoon, the First Lady of World Motorsport, Naomi Schiff.
First of all, this is such an exciting time. I mean, to have an 11th team on the grid is exciting news for the sport. But for them today, I guess you would be really nervous. It's the first time you're going to be doing this. There is so much to learn. But at the end of the day, they've got to remember that expectations aren't that high. They've all been there before. They've all had their first race, and no one is expecting them to land on the top of the podium. So just learn to walk before you can run.
Okay, nobody's expecting us to finish on the top of the podium, but I have to be honest, y'all.
Okay, mate, so we got pole. That's in the bag. Now let's go and get the double with the race win. Come on.
See, I was just about to say, you cannot make it up. I was just about to say, but I'm pretty sure Mark will let us know already. He wants us to finish on the top of the podium, and indeed he did. Mediums, softs is what it suggests. So it wants us to have 2 stops. Question is, how long do the hards do? Let me just edit this strategy and have a look at, so this one would cost me a lot more time, apparently 5 seconds, but it could be an alternate solution. Okay, that one would even save us time, apparently, not much, but yeah, I think that's what I will do. The reason why is because then I can use the softs to drive away from the field right away. The importance here for me of the idea here, we already ran the ads. Don't worry about what the bot just said. Bonk the bot. The idea that I'm having here now for the strategy is the following. We have the DRS system, the drag reduction system. It will be called MOM next year, the MOM. I don't know why that, but anyway. The DRS. The DRS is a system that activates in certain zones if you are less than 1 second of the car ahead of you in a certain measure point. We don't have a map right now here of the Australian Grand Prix of the Albert Park circuit. It would be nice to show you now. But there's like a few measure points, and if you are within a second of the car ahead of you, you get DRS, which then opens the rear wing, so it goes from this angle to this angle, meaning that the air can flow through there we go, that the air can flow through easier, therefore you have more speed on the stride. This is a track that has a lot of high speed, so this is why I want to make sure that I stay ahead before that even comes into play. The downside of it is, if I start on softs and come out early again, is that I will be in the middle of the pack. But I think I know my way around it, because then I'm the one who has the DRS. So this is kind of what I'm planning here with this strategy right now, starting on softs and then mediums. And in doubt that it fails, I just have to deal with it. I mean, it's the first race for this team of the season, of the career, so who cares, you know? Like, and get away from Verstappen, who's starting on mediums, by the way. Norris starting on hard, so that's a very interesting choice there. But our tires are at a very good temperature, and so are the brakes. So now it's just about to park the car in the perfect spot right now. Very close to the line. And not overshoot it, which is hard to do when it lags. Come on, frame rate. Come on. There we go. 0.6 meters. That's purple. That's a good start. Okay, that was a bit laggy, but it worked. Immediately going into your S mode overtake to get some space ahead. Going through the first two turns and try to get away ASAP to not even leave a glimpse of a chance for DRS. And now we shut down back to hot lap mode. And now we keep this monitor open so I can switch between hot lap modes and other modes when I need to save ERS. Well, let's take the entire first lap on hot lap, and then let's walk down on that a little bit to see if that pace will be good enough for the first lap. One thing that I do miss from like NASCAR and IndyCar, I have to be honest, is the procedure of drivers. Start your engines! Which of course in F1 would be pretty pitiful if we consider what the cars sound like. That wouldn't sound like anything really. So yeah. Alright, we got 2.6 seconds out of Verstappen. That's a very good head start. Let's try to maintain that pace and see if we can consistently gain on Verstappen here. Which will be hard to do. He has the way better car here. Oh my god, that was a bit far. I mean, talking while driving is also another challenge, let's face it, but I'll do my best, y'all, to also deliver you some slight commentary there. I almost overshot that corner there. Seems good for the start so far. Let's see what the pace or the delta is. The gap is between me and Verstappen again on the line. It was 2.7 earlier. How much am I gaining is the question. Oh my god, come on game. 3.1. So let's say 410s a lap around-ish in this current mode with medium ERS. That's good enough. It would be nice. We just have to be aware that when we are later on mediums, that Verstappen could be on softs and catch up again. So let's try to keep the laps consistent and fast. We have to come in lap 16. Okay, and we're at, I overshot there, 23 per, ooh, okay, yeah. Could be interesting. I don't know if those will last until lap 16. 3 seconds, he actually caught up to us. Not good, not good. I have to do better. Okay, let me try to focus a little bit more. I mean, also the tire wear doesn't feel good right now. What are we at? Yeah, 35%. That's exactly what I thought of. Oh boy. Yeah, we will get caught by Verstappen. No chance.
Seeing a lot of tire deg now. We've got a new strategy if you want to take a look at it.
We should have come with that on maybe before the main, so I can have a proper look at that. Lap 11 and then mediums. If that works. If that is supposed to work, then I guess it's supposed to work. Problem is, of course, I don't know if it... Oh my god, game! What is it? What is it now? I just want to understand. What is it now, y'all? Like... Oh my god, my eyes are hurting. My eyes are literally hurting right now. I don't know what it is right now. I'm really cramping up right now due to the lags. It was so fun in practice and qualifying. Why can I not stick around for the race as well for that? Okay, where's Verstappen at? He's very close, 1.5 secs. Okay, into the pits. Oh, don't lag in the entry, will you? Oh my goodness. Okay. Puppy, yeah, this track needs soft tires quickly, yeah. Maybe it's just wearing down due to long time. I mean, that as well, but I didn't expect them to wear down that fast. I just drove very aggressively here as well. There we go, optimals. Let's make it better now on the mediums. And I have 69% ERS. Let's use some. That's what I like using non-ERS when I come into the pits. It recharges the ERS so heavenly. At least I got a purple first sector, meaning that was the fastest in the first sector. Who's that I had? Hamilton. Sir Lewis Hamilton. Also in medium, so he should be coming in sometime soon, but I don't think it will be now, so I will mostly have to deal with it and just take some DRS. Let's save some ERS while I'm approaching here. So I have an easier time overtaking him. Oh my god, that was pretty bad now in that corner. How did I break that one? I have no idea.
For the race, keep this up. Well done.
Oh, Hammy is extremely slow here in those two corners. Goodness. Let's try to get past. And that worked like a charm. Back to medium with the DRS. I hope I will get close enough to Sonoda to get DRS for the backstride. I mean, it's not really a stride, but you know what I mean. Let's see, was that enough? Was that enough? Yes! Very good, we got DRS from Sonoda. Very well done. Okay. That was fast and easy. And another DRS zone. Come on, Tsunodi. Be on the left, be on the left. And there we go. Oh my god, you guys are braking a lot. Holy shit, that was close.
Brilliant. Nice move. Keep going.
Oh my god, I was nervous there for a sec. I'll let them fight. Let them have their battle. Save some ERS from that. There we go. And with the ERS, there we go. So long, sucker. I didn't expect to be that much faster than Hamilton, though. I mean, I have a lot of respect for Hamilton. This is why I didn't expect that to turn out that way. Okay, Leclerc. And there we go. Nope, no, no. Could have braked most likely way later, but I didn't want to risk it and send it when he's not, you know. When it doesn't look clear yet. Would be also nice if I could get the audio engineer to tell me when somebody's like to my left or to my right, you know, if like, yeah, no, there's a car right now, don't risk it. Okay, let's see. Norris, I think I will not be able to overtake Norris before that corner, will I? Oh! Ah! How did that not be a crash? Okay. I just laughed so bad, I hurt my stomach. I was breathing in while I was laughing. I just hurt myself on that. I'm getting too old, y'all. There we go. Okay, back into medium. And now we will stay on medium for a little while.
Just moved up into first place.
Ooh, Piastri. Okay, that means that Verstappen... Did Verstappen get overtaken or did he move into the pits? That's the question now. I cannot check the map properly right now. Oh my god, stop lagging game, please. Okay, Verstappen got actually overtaken by Piastri. Good that these two are battling. This comes in handy for me right now. Now I see them in front of me as well.
You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
Oh yeah, okay. That's very good that those two are battling because they are holding each other up while I can try to catch up. If two people are battling like that, that is very helpful. So that in front of us is Piastri. I'm most likely catching up due to tire degradation on Piastri's side. Wouldn't be surprised if he comes in. The counter above is for crashes that I did. Thus, it's been 0-0. I only ever so gently in qualifying what's the right word for it? I didn't shove the wall even. Like, my tire touched the wall, but it's not like in a sense that I crashed into it. Yellow flags. There he stands.
Green flag, we're racing again, let's go.
Okay, Piastri, now you gotta let me pass, please. Oh! Okay, that was a close call. I didn't like that one. It still worked, though. Cannot see where he is. I didn't see him in the mirror either. That was very, very dangerous, but hey, everything fine. I got through. You were squeezing. Everything's still legitimate. Don't worry. Everything's still okay. And he's coming into the pits as well. Not trying to utilize on that DRS, which sees me at the front right now. And how much is the gap? 14.2 seconds ahead of Verstappen, everyone. This is how fast I was here on the mediums, that I'm 14 seconds ahead of Max Verstappen. Now it's 13.9. So it could see us actually as potential winners for this Grand Prix, actually, if I keep driving like this. I seem to do everything fine. There we go. Yeah, it's now this part of the race where nothing much is happening. It's just about focusing on steady laps, not shooting off the car, not risking too much, but also not getting too slow. What is my pit stop again? I kind of forgot. Hang on. It was a bit early. 34. Okay. Lap 34. What's the tire? What are the tires doing? 49% on the front left. Okay, that's why I lose time on Verstappen right now. I don't know if that will work to lap 34, though. It might be. Might be that tire is burning out before that. Let's have a look at that. So 50% right now as we started the lap. Let's see how much percentage it is per lap. That gives me a good indicator. %. So it's around 2% per lap. Yeah, it's around 2% per lap. Okay. So we're at 52. So 1 lap 54, 2 laps 56, 3 laps 58, 4 laps. Okay, it could work with lap 34 if it doesn't. Oh my god, that was a pretty bad lag into that braking zone there. It could work. I also have quite some ERS to play with. So let's start using a little bit of that. Because at the pit stop we can recharge again. There we go. I gained time on Verstappen again. It was 11 seconds early. Now we're at 11.4. So the ERS does help a lot right now. Let's use it until it's at... We are either at a percentage where I'm like, like 30%. You still want to have a little bit left in emergency cases. Yeah, what's the tires doing? 61% in lap 33. We have to come in. Have to come in now.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Yeah. Please, 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 please. I used them even way more than I thought I would, despite really trying to go gentle. I mean, also there's cars ahead of me. The tires would heat up behind them, so good that I come in now. Then they can battle without having blue flags to deal with. Well, now they got blue flags, but who cares? Alright, let's come in. If we can keep Max Verstappen out of DRS, welcome back from the ads. If we can maintain to be ahead of Verstappen while he's on softs and he's not getting into the DRS winner with the softs, that would be the ultimate goal, because then we should be okay, because the softs degrade very fast here. Alright, with that said, let's get back into it. Let's make that pit stop. Optimal turn in, there we go. Change the tires and release.
Okay, go, go, go.
And Verstappen is now at the front. He will come up to back markers while we come out right in front of Oscar Piastri. Hopefully we won't have to battle too much with that bloke, because that would be pretty bad right now. That could cost us a lot of time if he makes an attempt, because he's within the DRS window right now. Let's try to get away from him, because otherwise we will have a little bit of a problem here. That's the goal right now. 1.3 seconds ahead of Piastri right now. I hope that should be enough. We are now in fresh mediums. I don't know when he came in. Could be that he's also on pretty fresh mediums, but... let's see. 2 seconds already. Separate Piastri from ourselves, so that looks good. Oh my god, lag. Okay, deep breath. We did get ahead of Piastri and stayed ahead. That's good. Enough to be out of the DRS window. Now the question is, when will Verstappen come in? He's 5.9 seconds ahead. But we did the ads right now, don't worry. We're also posted just now the fastest lap of the race. As we are catching up to Verstappen, was 5 seconds earlier, 5.9. I reduced it to 3 seconds in just one lap. Meaning that Verstappen is losing a lot of time right now. Now, ahead of us should be another back marker. No, that's Verstappen, actually. I thought it was a back marker just by how slow that car was going, but it's actually Max Verstappen who's going that slow. Is he having a problem, maybe? Is maybe his tires burned through now? He stays on track as well. Okay. Well then. Driver in front.
Verstappen's ahead of you. Time last lap, 1 minute 23.6. Okay, gap to the car in front, 2.1 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 18 laps old. We think they've got one more stop.
There we go! Oh my god, that was so nerve-wracking with Ocon coming out of the pits. Very unlucky for Verstappen. I don't know if you saw that. But I was doing well with like lifting the throttle into that first corner to really make sure of a very fast exit. Getting some extra ERS in to overtake Verstappen and making sure I get ahead of him. Because I'm 1.2 seconds ahead of him right now. He may still have DRS from earlier, but it's looking good, y'all. Because Verstappen still has to come into the pit lane. He only has been in mediums thus far. Tire regulations say that you have to pit at least 2 different racing compounds. And so he does right now. Verstappen in the pits. He lost a lot of time in this race. And that means that we are rightfully on P1 right now, everybody. With that new racing team, as Kelly Mayer, the first woman in F1 for God who knows how many decades by now, leading the Grand Prix of Australia, the very first one of the season, the first one for not only Kelly Mayer herself, but also the team, and we are on P1. And party with, because it's about to maintain steady. We have 10 seconds, 10.3 ahead of Piastri. We have a lot of back markers to deal with right now that we have to cut through, so it could be that we will lose a lot of time in here. But so will Piastri if he wants to catch us up. So the faster we go past this pack, the better it'll be. We're in lap 39 out of 58. Okay, I think I can chill a little bit. We are 14.9 seconds ahead of Piastri. I already drove a lot of very fast laps. Let's try to calm down a little bit. We can play with time here. We just have to get the tires through. That will be the challenge. I could have switched on hards, actually. Should have been maybe... could have been a wiser decision than to make sure that the tires last. So right now, let's just slow down a little bit through the corners. Save ERS, save the tires, bring the car home. And then it would be a glorious first position. The benefit is as well, when I let Verstappen catch now, he may go a bit too aggressive and make mistakes. I mean, try to force Verstappen into a mistake, that's one thing, but on the other, I know how some drivers are sometimes. When they see they can catch up, they want to catch up so bad that they make mistakes and burn out the tires, or they brake wrongly for a corner and throw the car away or make it spin on the curbs and accelerating a bit too fast. But you know what that means? The goal of Xthermic, our main sponsor, was to finish 10th or better in the Constructors' Championship. With those points that we may get today, if we keep this through, that will easily suffice for that one. So no matter what we do from Australia onwards, that bonus goal should be saved, which gets us to like another 4 million or whatever that was. 18 seconds out of Verstappen right now, so we still have a very comfortable gap. We don't have to risk too much. Let's just see that we can let Russell pass soon, whenever he finds the spot for himself. And back down, not risking too much here. Could be on this right now with DRS maybe, I don't know. Wait, I think DRS doesn't count when you're like re-lapping or like unlapping yourself. Right. I might be wrong with that, but you may do it on the main straight then. Just really gotta be careful, because like, that causes some tension right now. I don't want to end up in the situation where we crash. Which can happen in such situations quite badly. The gap is still looking good though. We're in lap 55 out of 58. We have 15, 16 seconds ahead of Verstappen. While Piastri is catching on him further. Only 2 seconds behind him, so... maybe less than 2 seconds. 1 point something something. We could totally see... Verstappen even being overtaken by Piastri if it goes bad, but Piastri's tires, of course, do go bad as well, so... well then... Here we go for another one. Does he do it? No, he does not. And even if he does, then he gets a blue flag again. It's so bizarre. What's happened with the rule that backmarkers are allowed to unlap themselves when they are faster, you know? As we are going to the final corner right now. There you go. We weren't able to keep the fastest lap of the race, but anyway, we started first, and we've been first all the way through. Victory in Australia for the first race of the season. What? What?
Yes!
What? I cannot make this one up. Red Star Racing, first race of the season, and immediately a race victory.
And to get a victory at the first race of the season, this might be
The first woman winning our Grand Prix as well in Formula 1, technically speaking, if we were now to take proper terms. Of course, this is just a video game, but you know, still gotta put that one also into perspective here. And here we go, there we go! Red Star Racing on the podium, on the top step for the first race of the season! You cannot make this up, y'all! You cannot make this up. Absolutely wild. Oh, goodness. It looked so bad at the start of the weekend, especially with the qualifying, with the wet qualifying that we were having. It looked like it could be a very tough race after the first few laps. And yet we sailed through in such an ease, in such a relaxed mood. So we have the capability to win races. The question is, can we maintain that performance?
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Now, during the editing of this video, there's a second thought that came to me, and that is, how about we do it like a proper challenge? Because right now, you see, y'all gave me a very good car, you gave me a good corporate facility to work with, but how about we make it a proper communist challenge where we start with no funding, we have decreased funding as well in general, and whenever we do have some expenditures, we try to keep them equal to everyone. So we always have to hire drivers that get the same amount of money. We always have to make sure that if we invest into one facility, we invest into all facilities. We also have to give both drivers always the same part. So when we have one part researched and developed, we have to develop it another time so that both drivers are definitely getting the same part, which of course to a certain degree is a little bit of like, you know, throwing money out of the window, but that would really, let's face it, be a challenge. So this is why this video was so long, because it usually would have done just, you know, the intro with like setting up everything as one episode and then the race as another. So if y'all be interested in that one, feel free to let me know in the comments below if you've watched hereupon. And yeah, then I guess next Friday, F1 Friday stream, whenever that happens, we're gonna start a new team and make a proper challenge out of that, because I feel like we're on to something here. With that said, thank you for watching. I'll catch you another time, another day.